What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Journey Apparel TV, video number 2 on the first necessary steps to take when you want to go ahead and start your own business. So in this video, we're going to cover the first few steps that you need to take, the steps that a lot of people don't know what to do, where to begin, where to start looking and all that. I'm going to go ahead and do my best to help you guys out, and hopefully this information will be useful to you. So the very first step that you need to take is coming up with the name that you want to give your business. This is going to be necessary because you need to go ahead and look for the office depending on which area you live in. Different states, different counties is going to be a little different process, but it all comes down to the same. You need to look up in your specific area which office handles FBN statements or DBA statements. So FBN and DBA, different names, different terminology, but exactly the same thing. So FBN stands for fictitious business name, and DBA stands for doing business as. So for example, in my case, my DBA would be Rodolfo doing business as Journey Custom Apparel, which Journey Custom Apparel is the name of my particular business. So once you have your name in mind that you want to give your business, you're going to go ahead and research in your area the office that handles those kinds of statements. And usually it's going to be the clerk recorder in your area. Like I said, different states, different counties, it might be a little different. There might be a different office that handles it. But for example, in my area, I live in the county of Orange here in California. I need to go to the clerk recorder, which for my case, clerk recorder is located in the city of Santa Ana. So for example, I had to go to the office, to the clerk recorder office, and I had to go ahead and file a FBN statement, which basically says that my personal self is doing business as a different business name, and I have to file that and let the county know I'm going to go ahead and be doing business in my county. So once you go in there, you fill out the form. You're going to go walk in there. There's different areas. There's a specific area with computers where you fill out the application, and you'll go ahead and pay the fee. The fee is, a lot of people out there thinking starting a business is really expensive. The fee to go ahead and let the county know that you're going to be using a specific name for your business is only $23 over here in the county of Orange, California. Now, it might be a little different wherever you live, but it's $23 over here. So once you got that set, you're going to go ahead and get once you pay the fee and fill out all the necessary information, you're going to get a page that looks like this. This is my official fictitious business name statement. This document here says that it has, like I said, my own personal name, and I am doing business as. That means that my DBA name, my business name, once I have it filed properly, nobody can go ahead and use that name because it belongs to me now after I filed the necessary information and paid the fee. So that's step number 1. Step number 2, along with this, you're going to have to go ahead and they'll tell you, they'll give you, along with this, they'll give you a sheet of instructions, and they tell you that you need to post an ad on any local newspaper that operates within your area, within your county. Once you get that sheet, it'll tell you exactly the exact information that you need to know. But I mean, step number 1, step number 2 is pretty basic. You know, you need your FBN statement, and you need to post an advertisement on any kind of newspaper. Now, having said that, it doesn't work for you to post an ad online or anything. You have to go through the process. Part of the process is doing it on an actual newspaper, any newspaper that operates locally. So step number 1 and step number 2, that's what it is. Then after that, you're gonna have to go. In my case, I had to go ahead and get a business license. In my case, I live in the city of Anaheim. So what I had to do was I had to go to the city hall office and go ahead and apply for a business license to go ahead and operate from home. So that fee was, if I remember correctly, about $100, $110, which is not a lot of money if you think about it. So I had to go into the city hall for the city of Anaheim in California. I went to the desk, filled out my initial information, my name and everything. I had to wait for my number to be called. And then once I got to one of the clerks, I went ahead and filled out another form. I went ahead and gave them my fictitious business name statement, letting them know, you know what, I've already taken the first necessary steps, and I'm ready to go forward with the process. So once everything was said and done, and I filled out the application and everything, and I went ahead and paid the fee. Like I said, I think it was about 110 bucks, 110 bucks. They gave me on site right then and there. They gave me this, which is a business license, saying that I can legally go ahead and work my business from home. I let them know. You gotta let them know if you have a specific retail location or any location where you're gonna be doing a business or offering your services. You have to let them know. And if you're gonna be doing it from home, you have to let them know that too, so they can go ahead and put all that information on your big business license. For example, here in Anaheim, it's not called a business license. It's called a business tax certificate. So this license is valid for 1 year. After 1 year, I have to go ahead and go back over there to City Hall and apply for a renewal. So that's step number 3. Step number 4 is you gotta go to the BOE website, which is the Board of Equalization. For example, in my case, like I said, I live here in California. It was BOE, Board of Equalization of California. Like I said, for everybody else that lives in different states, in different areas, you have to go ahead and do your diligence and see who handles the following, which is a seller's permit. For example, me, I sell on a retail level, I sell t-shirts, hats, all kinds of apparel. So I have to let the state of California know that I'm going to be selling these kinds of items, so I can go ahead and get my seller's permit. Now this permit right here, you apply on the website. For me, it was the BOE website for California. For you, it's going to be a little different. You have to research. But believe it or not, this cost me nothing. I mean, all I had to do was go to the website, apply, fill in the necessary information for my business, what kind of business I'm doing, whether I'm selling alcoholic beverages, whether I'm selling hazardous materials, which none of that is applicable to me. So all I had to do was fill out the correct information, and they approved me. I think it took about a day or two, and I was able to go back to the website, download this form, and print it out myself. So this is a seller's permit. This lets you legally sell your merchandise, anywhere that you're gonna have your retail location at. Now, me personally, I try my best not to keep any stock here at home, because it's my personal space. I mean, I do have a designated space where I have my office and I do my work, but I'd rather not start bringing in all kinds of boxes in here. Recently though, I printed an order which is about 900 shirts, just a little under 900 shirts, different kinds of shirts, t-shirts, long sleeves, sweatshirts, crop tops, all kinds of stuff. And I did have a big bundle of stuff right here in my home, but I try my best just to get it done, professionally, as clean as possible, and get it out my door as soon as I can. So just a little recap. Step number 1, your fictitious business name statement. Step number 2 was your business tax certificate or your business license. And finally, step number 3 is your seller's permit. So once again, a little recap. This was 100% free. I did not have to pay anything to go ahead and get approved for this. Now, a little note about this. At the same time that it allows me to legally sell my products here in California, I can use the same seller's permit and go ahead and buy wholesale. Now I can officially, with this, go ahead to any any wholesale dealer and go ahead and buy blank shirts or any type of blank garments that I want to use for printing, I can go ahead and tell them, you know what, I would like to buy this at a wholesale level, and that'll give me an opportunity to avoid paying taxes for that purchase, so I can go ahead and use it. Now, I will say this, even though that document, the seller's permit, will save you the trouble of paying taxes, sales tax, you will have to pay use tax, and this is what this is for. Another function of this is when I go ahead and do my taxes, I'm going to go ahead and pay use tax or whatever kind of tax besides sales tax. Besides the tax that I saved when using my seller's permit, I'm going to go ahead and have to pay a different kind of tax. Now for that, I'll be giving you giving more information on future videos once we get to that point. So this was 23 bucks. This was about 110 bucks, which is a total of 100. Let's say 140 total out the door to go ahead and get you started with the legal part of your business. Now, of course, like I said, on future videos, I'm gonna go ahead and give you more advice on stuff like having a for all your tax needs, having a tax professional to help you with your business tax. You're gonna need help on having an accountant who handles all your finances, unless you or somebody that's going to be working with you, one of your relatives or your wife or your girlfriend is a professional. I mean, you can go ahead and get some help from them, you know. But I mean, you're going to need more things, but these are just the first necessary steps, you know. Nobody taught me how to do this. I apologize, guys, the video got cut off for some odd reason. But like I said, the first step, the hardest part of starting your own business is actually making the decision to say, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and get it done. You know, that was the hardest part for me. I was thinking about it for months, and I actually didn't know what kind of business I wanted to start that was that I would be able to do from home, and that it would be profitable at the same time. So like I said, I mean, it's possible, it can be done. Myself, I am not where I want to be, but we're really making progress over here, and that, you know, I'm really happy about that. So that is one of the main reasons why I'm doing this, you know, because I'm thinking a lot of you out there are really great artists. You got a lot of talent, you got a lot of good ideas in your head, and it's about time that you put those talents to good use, you know what I mean? So that's what I did, you know. Me, since I was a little kid, I used to like drawing a lot. I like just anything that was art, and that's what I'm putting now on garments, so I can see people out there walking, and I feel good that they have one of my artwork pieces on you know, on their bodies, and that makes me feel good, you know. That gives me some fulfillment for myself. So join us next time. I'm gonna giving you a bit more information on this process and how to actually go ahead and get started and putting ideas from your head to your computer to putting them on t-shirts or whatever it is that you want to do. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching.